Morning Year 3 and welcome to your Friday guided reading video. So what we're going to do today, we are going to read a little bit more of Operation Gadget Man. And if you remember yesterday, we got to the part where Detective Warner had just turned up. Okay, so let's read a little bit more. You're from the police? Beans blinked rapidly. Detective Warner nodded. Is your father in? No he isn't, Beans said quickly. We were just coming into town to see you. When I got home, this letter was waiting for me. Dad's been kidnapped. Beans took the carefully folded letter out of her jacket pocket, where she'd put it, and handed it over. With a deep frown, Detective Warner took the letter and started to read. Dad wrote the secret bit in between the lines of his other message, Beans explained. You see, he's been kidnapped. He says so. This is a joke, right? Detective Warner said slowly. Of course it isn't. Look at Dad's letter. Look, Beans urged. Detective Warner did as directed. I see. May I come in? Beans and Anne stepped aside. Detective Warner came into the house. The sitting room's through there, Beans pointed the way. Once they were all seated, Beans watched as Detective Warner read Dad's letter over again. You say your dad left you this secret message? Yes, he used a two-way pencil, Anne answered before Beans could. Beans made the message appear by using black fingerprinting powder. The capital letters in the first message were the clue. They spelt out Beatrice. Read between the lines. In code. Detective Warner scrutinised the note. After a few moments, he gave a low whistle. Very ingenious. But how did you know Dad had been kidnapped? Beans asked, confused. I didn't call you. That's not actually why I called round, Detective Warner said slowly. Yesterday, his building society got in touch with us about a letter they'd received from your father, a letter containing a lot of money and information about one of his inventions, an induction oscillator. A what? Anne said. Oh, the thing he mentioned in his note. It is a bit of a mouthful, Detective Warner agreed. What about it? Beans asked with a frown. Dad gave the building society the money back. Anne and Louisa exchanged a puzzled glance. What money? Louisa mouthed. Anne shrugged. Yes, I know he gave it back and he's to be commended for it, said Detective Warner. Not everyone would have been so honest. The building society got in touch with us at the police station as we have more resources than they do. I came round to see your father to get more details on exactly how things work. That way we can alert the other banks and building societies nationwide. Beans, what's this induction oscillator thing, then? Louisa asked. Dad built it to test out the specific circuits and logic functions on printed circuit boards and other stuff, said Beans impatiently. I think Dad said its full name is the Programmable Positive Feedback Induction Inter-Oscillator, or something like that. Louisa raised her eyebrows. Of course it is. I should have guessed that for myself. I think she's being a bit sarcastic, don't you? I don't know what that means, but it sounds dead good, said Anne, impressed. Beans turned to Detective Warner. My dad's been kidnapped. What are you going to do? I think before we go any further, you should tell me what happened on Wednesday night, just as your dad instructed in this note to you. In this note to you. Detective Warner said slowly, there might be a clue in there somewhere as to who's got your father. Beans looked at Anne, and then Louisa, and then to the detective, wondering what she should do. I'm not sure I should tell you, Beans said uncertainly. I mean, I promised Dad that I wouldn't tell anyone. Detective Warner held up Dad's letter. Now, what you're going to be doing today, Year 3, is you are going to be looking at the different reasons in why you think that Dad handed the money back to the building society. Think about why he might have done it. Include your own opinions, okay? So the question that I'd like you to look at are, what are the girls thinking when they learn that Dad has given his money back to the building society? So use your own ideas, like I said. Really build on your own opinion. You can use some facts from the book. I don't just want one sentence, I want a paragraph about it, please, year 3. Lots of detail, lots of your own thoughts. Can't wait to read them. Good luck. See you soon.